Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Shikha Miss. I hope you all are keeping well indoors. In my previous video of becoming emotionally independent, I found people are perceiving it in different ways. If you go back and watch that video again, it's not about depression or people in depression. It's to highlight the need to boost mental strength in our young ones, so that they are able to deal with their problems, with their emotions successfully in future. Mental strength is the ability to effectively deal with challenges, pressure and stress, to bring out best even in worst scenario. Mental strength is about knowing your emotions, about knowing your thoughts. It enables self to act upon them, not react. Let's take an example of a girl, Eliza. She had a bad argument with one of the colleagues and she had two choices at that time. Either she reacts to it or she acts to it. If she reacts to it, she would start to argue more, may go and complain to the boss or talk to other colleagues, resulting defaming her own self. And she would end up getting more stressed or anxious. On the other hand, if she acts to it, she would self-introspect. She would try finding out the root cause of the problem, or if nothing could be done, then she would simply avoid that colleague and would not fall into an uncomfortable emotional situation. But these action needs mental strength. You can't really change the grown-ups, but you can build the mental strength in children so that in their future they would start to deal with their emotions wonderfully. Mental strength is not acting strong or suppressing the emotions. It's about identifying and dealing with them. So let's know how can we help our children building their mental strength. Number 1. Let your child make mistakes. We parents and teachers need to understand committing mistake is not a matter of embarrassment or ashamed. It is a part of learning process. But we need to make sure that our children learn how can they avoid the mistake. Number 2. Teach your children specific skills to be better next time. They should be able to rectify the mistakes rather than suffering for the same. They should use natural consequences to learn if that is safe to do so. Otherwise, they should use problem solving, impulse control and self-discipline to rectify their mistakes. And that would help them bringing the productive output. Let your child face his uncomfortable emotions. It's easier for parents and teachers to wipe off the tears and solve the problem in clicks. But we need to give opportunity to our children to apply problem solving, to identify the emotions and to apply those skills to solve it. They should be able to apply problem solving, impulse control or self-discipline to get over their uncomfortable situation. That will bring productivity in adverse situation. But they need your guidance. So guide them, but do not interfere. Guide them to identify their emotions and how to come over that. You may show empathy towards child to understand the problem. Watch my video on empathy to help children in a better way. Guide them to understand their emotions, but do not let them escape. Number 4. Allow your child for explanation but not excuses. If your child mistakes or misbehaves, correct him if he blames somebody for his actions and words. The child should be accountable for his own actions and words. Number 5. Talk about feelings in family. Studies show 60% of college students are prepared academically but not emotionally. They don't know how to deal with disappointment, loneliness and anxiety. They are not able to identify their own emotions to deal with them.
And the solution
give
is
them vocabulary to express their emotions. We teachers and parents keep their emotions revolving around being sad, upset, happy, excited. Increase their vocabulary so that they are able to identify their emotions. Give them enough words to express themselves, like delighted, furious, betrayed, disheartened, disappointed, apprehensive, ashamed, ecstasy, envious, frightened, anxious, overwhelmed, delighted, and so many. You would find all the words which can be used along with their meaning in the description. These words would help them identify their own emotions and express them beautifully. A lot of vocabulary to express their emotions would even help them identifying and distinguish between the emotions. Sometimes when your child comes to you saying, I'm depressed, then you may ask whether you are anxious or depressed. 7. Teach your child to think realistically. When you find your child expressing self-doubt, excessive self-blame, negative predictions, or exaggeratedly negative thoughts, then teach him how to think differently. Show them how they can identify their unhelpful thoughts and reframe them in a realistic way. Make them understand that brain doesn't always speak truth. Per se, the child is getting ready for exam and he says, I have left one chapter and I won't pass the exam. Then teach him how to reframe that in a realistic way, saying, I have worked really hard except that one chapter, so I think I would get satisfactory scores in exam. Discuss mental strength along with physical fitness. Make it a priority to take care of the mental health of family. Do some exercises to build up the mental strength as a family and talk about the benefits of being mentally strong. Make your children understand people need therapists to take care of their mental health in the same way the dentist takes care of the dental health. Be a role model with positive actions. Sometimes when the child is home after a bad argument with one of the close friends, then make him understand how we can even behave in contrary to our feelings. Like, I had a bad day teaching my students and one of the students behaved really roughly and I'm upset with the behavior. And I feel I should give it a break and enjoy a movie. That would also help you maintaining your mental strength. Just make sure your children don't confuse being strong with acting tough. Denying emotions or refusing is not mental strength, but identifying those emotions and acting upon them is mental strength. If you have any suggestions to build mental strength, do share in comment box. Have a nice day.
like, share, subscribe and comment your suggestions. Find the vocabulary and links to the resources used in description.